Okay, so the first card is sculpturing. So, you're trying to mold your career, or you're trying to, you're focusing on your work life, and you're trying to mold your career into what you want it to be. So you're spending a lot of time and effort, and you're very hands-on about it. You've got this hammer and chisel. You're shaping it according to the way you want it to go. And you've got the mountain card over here. This is talking about having new visions and insights, but there's also being, a lot of obstacles as well in your path. And things are not quite clear. You don't really have a good, an end point. You know what you want. You know that you need to get there, but you really don't have a very clear vision of it. It's still very cloudy in your mind. You're seeing things from a very, very different point of view as well. So, having different insights, seeing things from a different perspective at this particular moment. So in the past, you've got the fortune teller card over here, and this is, a few surprises have come your way, things that you didn't expect. There were big changes, very strange happenings, but this is something that you didn't expect to happen. And you've got the actors card over here. So you've been dealing with a lot of people. There was a lot of hypocrisy that you were dealing with, a lot of people lying to you, a lot of deceit going on around you. Maybe they threw little curveballs at you, and you didn't expect these things to happen. And this was all, you went in there believing one thing that they told you would happen, and then it didn't end up happening. And you're very naive in that particular situation. So going into the future, you've got issues going on with the home. Maybe you're feeling a bit insecure right now. Everything's up in the air. You really don't have a set place, and you don't feel very grounded at the moment. This is not feeling very, very grounded. Feeling, as though everything. You're also very lonely here, because you're pretty much by yourself, but also you feel like there's problems, issues with security. An ungrounded Taurian is really not a very happy Taurian, so you are feeling as though you're not very, very secure, not very grounded. And you've been spending, this will be, you need to spend a lot of time really meditating and getting to the heart of the situation. So spending a lot of time by yourself really, and getting insights that way. But feeling, very insecure as well. So maybe this meditation is helping ground you and bringing you back, back to in contact with the earth, if you like. Now, if you're not meditating, it is very, very important to do that. And it clears your mind and brings in, any kind of psychic ability that you have. So it's important for you to meditate as well. And solitude is not a bad thing, because it puts things into perspective as well. So those are the energies for that week. Oops. Got cards flying all over the place. Let's just give it another shuffle. So the first card is the moon card. So there's some choice that you're trying to make at this particular moment. You're trying to choose what you want to do next. So, there might be a choice of, there are two children over here, so a new beginning. So you're trying to find out which is the best way for you to make that new beginning with this moon card. But there's a lot of confusion. There might be a lot of depression. You might be feeling, a bit spaced out right now, because, you're a lot in your head, and, being a bit confused. Maybe you're thinking a lot about the past, and maybe feeling a bit depressed as well. You're trying to find your route in life, but things are not very clear to you, and things have not been revealed. It's not all. There were secrets around you, or, there might have been a lot of lies and deceit around you, and all of that has not come to light yet. And you're trying to make a decision about which way to go forward, but you don't have all the facts at hand, and you're trying to find that out. But the moon is never a good card for revealing, the truth about things. It can make shadows look bigger than they are. So maybe it can make, your fears multiply or look bigger than they are. The things that are coming at you, it makes monsters out of shadows, really. So, it's not a good time to make big decisions. So whatever fears you have, it's time for you to, don't take them too seriously. And don't focus too much on trivial things, make trivial things into big things, because they end up being storms in teacups. It might look like it's a big thing and it wasn't really that important in the first place. So try and get a perspective on things, and ground yourself really. So what's happening with you? You've got the Knave of Swords over here, and it's crossed by the Knight of Wands over here. So the Knave of Swords is about some kind of news coming in, some kind of official news coming in for you, some kind of information coming in you that might cause a little bit of problems, or it might be something that you didn't want to hear. It could be something official, or it could be just news that is just really something you really didn't want to hear. It would have been better off if they didn't tell you. So that seems to be coming in for you, some kind of upsetting news coming in. Or it could be some kind of legal news coming in, a settlement of a case, or something to do with legalities coming in for you. It's in the form of news. Then you've got the Knight of Wands over here. So you could be dealing with a fire sign person. So maybe you're getting news from this fire sign person. So this could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius person sending you some kind of news, something official that upsets you, that as they say, jerks your chain or makes you feel very upset. This, on the other hand, could be about travel, because the Knight of Wands is usually about overseas travel or relocating. But it looks like maybe you're getting some kind of news from somebody who's carrying that energy. The Knight of Wands can be a very aggressive energy, so that's the news that you're getting, and it looks like it stirs it up. It causes some kind of upset on your part. So in the last year, you feel like you've been punished. You've made a sacrifice. You may have had a relationship and that you were torn away from that relationship. This person has been pulled away from that relationship. The umbilical cord is still attached. So you might have had a very dependent relationship with this person, a codependent relationship, and you were yanked out of that relationship by forces beyond your control. This is like the hand of God pulling you out from that situation. It's very cloudy over there, so it might have been a very difficult situation, and you really don't know where to focus, because this man doesn't know where to focus his bow and arrow on. So it's left you really feeling very ungrounded, very flying about with absolutely no way to ground yourself. And that is a very, very upsetting thing for a Taurian, as I said before. So it's upset you, it's made your world upside down. You feel like you've been punished. You're seeing this particular situation as a form of punishment. So what's happened for you? You've learned a lot of lessons, in this last few months. You've got the Hierophant card over here. So you become like almost like a teacher. You become like a mentor to certain people. This might be that this is your energy. The Hierophant is your energy. So I won't say that you you have learned a lot of lessons and you're becoming a mentor to people. So you've learned a lot. In this card, this particular Hierophant has lost an eye because he tried to find, look into the book of knowledge. So, you have had to sacrifice something. And this card over here, the Hangman, is sacrificing something in order to gain this perspective. So, you've given up a lot. You've sacrificed a lot to reach this particular point. And it is something that you should not forget. So don't run back to the past. Don't run back to that old situation where you had no power. And so this has empowered you, and it's given you a lot of knowledge. And you've had a lot of spiritual growth and a lot of growth just, from whatever's happened. You've learnt a lot. So the King of Wands is about, ending a situation. So you might have had a project that you're working with and it's coming to a close, something difficult, or there's been a successful ending to a particular situation, and you've had a lot of insight and a lot of truth coming in with that. So the King of Wands is whatever project you had is going to be successful or was successful. That particular contract is now ended, so you've ended ties or cut ties with that particular project, or that's been on your mind, or you wanting to end a project. You want something to come to reach its closure. So you've got the Death card coming in over here. So this could be you dealing with a Scorpio person. Or this could well be that you're just cutting ties with the past completely. So you either have somebody that's going to be supportive of you in the form of a Scorpio person that you're dealing with, but it also could be that you're ending ties or cutting things out from your life completely. This is a clean cut. This is not something where, you gradually drift away from it. This is going to be something that you're just going to dramatically sever and move forward. So, end of the old life. I've had enough. Now I'm going to move forward. And you are coming across as the Knight of Pentacles. So you're very, very focused, very, very hardworking. And this is what's on your mind. This is you in the spread. So the Knight of Pentacles being a slow working, hard working person who gets things done, even if things seem to be going very slowly, abundance not coming in very, very quickly, but you are trudging on and you're getting the job done and you're working very hard at it as well. So around you've got the Queen of Wands. Like I said, this could be a fire sign person coming in to your surroundings. Maybe you're dealing with this fire sign person, and it could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And this person, they seem to be in charge, or they may be helping you, or they may be somebody that is actually giving you grief. So either way, they're in your arena and they are changing your energies as well. So there could be something that you're dealing with. Now, you've got the Death card sitting next to this person. So this could well be that you're cutting ties with this person completely. You're severing all kind of communication with this Queen of Wands person. So, it could be a male or a female. But it is somebody that you're cutting ties with completely because you've got the Death card next to it. So you're finally letting go of that, severing your ties completely and moving on. So you're making that change yourself. So what's going on with you? You've got the Queen of Cups. This is on your mind, and you want you might be feeling a bit down, depressed, isolated. You want to communicate with a lot of people, but you have isolated yourself in a sense. So, you can see all these people around you, but you're not really engaging with them. And, you're feeling a bit low. You're looking to the future. You're trying to make plans for the future and you're hoping everything goes your way. But you have pretty much secluded yourself from the rest of the world there. So in the future, you've got the Two of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. So you are going to have to make that cut. This is pruning your life, cutting out that relationship. You can see these two trees are coming off in the form of people. So since they're trees, you're thinking about earth sign people because, you're thinking that maybe you had a relationship with another earth sign person and you have now, that relationship you'll have grown in different ways and you'll have moved away from each other. So this is definitely the breakdown of communication here. There's no more communication here going on between the two of you. And this is adjustments or cutting away things that are not serving you anymore. There could have been 3 people that you were dealing with in the past that caused a lot of heartache and heartbreak. Because you can see the shadows of these 3 people. Now, they are not there physically. So that means that whatever it is, their energy is still hanging around you. So you're still getting thoughts about them. But they're not physically there. You don't have any kind of physical dealing with them. So this is all deadwood. You need to cut that relationship out. It seems like even if you get in contact with them, it will be more of an argument situation rather than actually having a good communication. Now, with the Two of Swords, it's about making a decision that is not emotionally based. So deciding to do something and just doing it. So whatever it is, you need to cut those thoughts out of your head. You need to prune it out of your head and you need to carry on your own route and forget about these people because they're just now shadows in your life now. They will not be there in physical form anymore. So they're not going to be there to physically give you any grief. So you need to just cut them out of your life. And that is, you might need to get some advice from somebody higher up, in the form of, with the Ace of Wands, it is, looking to maybe a father figure, looking to a good friend, looking to somebody for some advice on how to deal with that situation. So you are going to try and look for advice from somebody, or even just praying and meditating, but you are starting off something brand new, a brand new cycle with the Ace of Wands and a brand new project, and you are getting some kind of advice. So you are, heading off on your own route. You've got an idea, you're getting some advice, somebody's going to be there to help and aid you as to get your stability back again. So that advice or that information is coming to you. And then you've got the King of Pentacles finally. So this could be dealing with somebody who is a business person that maybe you're starting a new project with. Or this could well be that, whatever you do, there will be a successful conclusion to it. Because the King of Pentacles is, a card that is an earth sign card. So it is one of your cards. And this is achievement, a card of achievement and achieving whatever you need to and being very successful at it, and being, very practical, but being very successful at what you do. So you might need to consult somebody who's an expert at something to get you their advice to reach this form where you're completely manifesting and you are coming into your own as far as your finances goes. So it seems like you're getting on top. This could also be some kind of financial assistance. Maybe this is even a job that's being offered to you, a new job that is offered to you, maybe a position of leadership that you take on. But definitely you're going to be doing that after getting some kind of advice or some kind of insight coming in for you. But whatever is not serving you, it seems like you need to make that decision and cut it out of your life completely. Those energies are gone. They're now just shadow energies or just, remnants of what was there. So whatever happened has come and gone. And you need to recognize that, the only thing that's haunting you is the remaining energies, or residual energies rather. And if you cut that out of your life, you will now be able to move forward. Once you do that, it seems like the Ace of Wands comes in, and then you get to this point where, you're achieving quite well. But you need to cut out those thoughts, cut out that energies that are holding you back. So you are moving forward. You're working. Once you make that cut with this Death card, making that cut with people from your past, or that energies from your past. Because if you leave the door open, those energies just tend to come and haunt you. So, you need to cut that energy out of close the door, shut it. Don't let those energies come in and haunt you. So the first card is the life experience card. Important changes are coming into your life that will require you to take action. Don't hesitate to move in new directions you know that is right for you. So there's a life experience card. There's a butterflies and transformation. So once you make that deliberate effort of cutting that energy or not thinking about it anymore, it looks like big changes are coming in for you, and these are positive changes. You've got the Five of Autumn. Focusing on the negative or worrying about money or your career can block your progress. Because your trust and faith are at a low point right now, it is not the best time to start your own business or become self-employed. So you need to stop being negative and start being positive. And even if you don't initially believe it, say positive things, and then they will grow on you, and then, they become positive. You start thinking in a positive way, and then you start meaning it, and then they start manifesting in a positive way. And it can only bring good. Positive thinking can only bring good. It really can't bring you anything bad because you're only thinking positive thoughts. And the last card is the Cow. Very appropriate. The planning, resources, and efforts you have invested in your dream will reap great rewards. In the meantime, have patience and meditate on your next steps. So your final card is the Cow, which is the sign of Taurus, and it's saying, it's the Seven of Autumn which is the Seven of Pentacles, and it's waiting for your harvest to come in. And, you just need to plan. And you can see there's a lot of abundance in the background of this cow. It's a very cute cow as well. So planning and resources and efforts that you've put in are going to bring rewards. And you just have to have a little bit of patience because there is a bit of divine timing at play here. So things will get better. And stop worrying about it, about money. Because if you focus on money, then, it's almost like you're inviting negativity to come in when you worry about something. So start planning for the future. Act as though you already have it. And, that in itself will manifest for you. So big changes coming in for you. And, just have a little bit of patience and cut out all this negative thinking. It's about time to move forward. Things will start moving this year. Uranus is coming back into Taurus, and that's always a good thing. And it will bring about big changes. Maybe sudden changes, but definitely bring about change. You'll start moving forward. It looks like you ended with this King of Pentacles, and that looks like a card of manifestation. Either way, money is coming in. It is coming in. So just wait a little. I hope that this reading has resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments if it has. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.